Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Right now something unusual is happening inside global politics, and it is raising serious questions across the world. A voice connected to the American military establishment has sparked debate by suggesting that the United States may not actually want a direct war with Iran. According to discussions circulating in political circles and media analysis, the situation in the Middle East may be far more complicated than what most headlines are showing. Some analysts believe that powerful alliances and geopolitical pressures are shaping decisions behind the scenes. If this is true, it means the conflict that people see on the surface could only be part of a much larger global strategy. Today we are going to break down what is really happening between the United States, Iran and Israel, and why leaders across the world are watching this situation so closely. To understand the current tension, we first need to look at the history between the United States and Iran. For decades the relationship between these two countries has been extremely tense. Political disagreements, economic sanctions and regional power struggles have defined their interactions for many years. The United States has often accused Iran of destabilizing the Middle East, while Iran has argued that American policies in the region are designed to weaken its influence. Over time this rivalry has created one of the most complicated geopolitical situations in modern international politics. Many military analysts say that the United States government is very cautious about entering another major war in the Middle East.
And we're doing very well on the war front, to put it mildly, I would say. Somebody said, on a scale of 10, where would you rate it? I said about a 15. And we're going to continue to do well. We have the greatest military in the world by far. And that was a tremendous threat to us for many years. 47 years they've been killing our people and killing people from all over the world. And I think we have great support. And I think if we didn't do it first, they would have done it to Israel and give us a shot if that was possible. And if we didn't terminate the worst deal, one of the worst deals ever made, the Obama nuclear deal, I call it the Obama nuclear deal, where he gave everything to Iran, including a nuclear weapon. It was a road to a nuclear weapon. Bad things would have happened 4 years ago, because they would have had a weapon 4 years ago if I didn't terminate that deal. So we're in a very strong position now, and their leadership is just rapidly going. Everybody that seems to want to be a leader, they end up dead.
After long conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, the American public and many political leaders have become more careful about large military operations overseas. War in the modern world is extremely expensive and unpredictable. It can affect economies, global markets, and even political stability inside countries that become involved. Because of this, many experts believe that Washington often prefers strategies such as sanctions, diplomatic pressure, and international negotiations instead of direct large-scale military conflict. However, alliances play a very powerful role in global politics, and this is where the situation becomes more complicated. The United States has strong strategic relationships with several countries in the Middle East, including Israel and other regional partners. These alliances involve security cooperation, intelligence sharing, and military support agreements. When tensions rise in the region, the United States often finds itself balancing two priorities at the same time. On one side, it wants to support its allies and maintain credibility as a global power. On the other side, it wants to avoid another long and costly war. Israel has repeatedly expressed concern about Iran's influence in the Middle East. Israeli leaders have warned that they view Iran's military programs and regional alliances as a potential security threat. Because of these concerns, Israel has encouraged stronger international pressure on Iran, including sanctions and security cooperation between Western allies. This has created an ongoing debate in international politics about how the world should respond to rising tensions in the region.
America does not want to send its sons and daughters to war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your...
Iran, meanwhile, has consistently stated that its military capabilities are designed for defense and deterrence. Iranian officials often say that their country has the right to defend itself against external pressure or possible military action. Iran has also built relationships with various political groups and governments in the region, which increases its strategic influence across parts of the Middle East. This network of alliances adds another layer of complexity to the already tense relationship between Iran and Western powers. Over the past months, military analysts have been closely watching developments across the region. Fighter aircraft, surveillance drones, naval patrols, and missile defense systems have all become part of the strategic balance in the Middle East. Modern conflicts are no longer fought only on traditional battlefields. Technology, intelligence operations, cyber capabilities, and economic pressure now play major roles in shaping global power struggles.
This as leaders. Out. This is wrong. And nobody wants to fight for Israel. Out. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand, his hand. Oh, his hand.
Another important factor is the global economy. The Middle East is one of the most important regions in the world when it comes to energy supply. Oil and gas produced in this region are critical for global markets. Any serious conflict could quickly affect international energy prices, trade routes, and financial stability. This is why governments around the world are paying very close attention to every development. Major global powers including Russia and China have also urged caution. Both countries have called for diplomatic solutions rather than military escalation. They have warned that a large-scale conflict could destabilize not only the Middle East but also global economic systems. European countries have also encouraged dialogue, negotiations, and international cooperation to reduce tensions before the situation becomes more dangerous. Inside the United States, the political debate about foreign policy continues to grow. Different political leaders have different opinions about how the country should respond to global tensions. Some argue that strong military pressure is necessary to maintain international security, while others believe diplomacy and negotiation should always be the first step. One of the most talked about voices in this debate has been former US President Donald Trump. In recent interviews and public speeches, Trump has made strong comments about the situation in the Middle East. He has suggested that if he were leading the country during this crisis, the strategy would be very different. According to his statements, strong leadership and clear policies could prevent escalation while still protecting American allies and interests. Trump has argued that conflicts in the Middle East often grow worse when leadership appears weak or uncertain. He has said that the United States should focus on strong negotiation strategies while maintaining powerful military deterrence. These comments quickly attracted attention across global media and sparked intense debate among political analysts. At the same time, military experts continue to study the balance of power between different countries in the region. Air power, missile defense systems, drones, and surveillance technologies have become extremely important in modern military strategy. Both the United States and Iran have invested heavily in defense technologies designed to detect and stop potential threats. Israel also plays a critical role in this strategic environment. Israeli defense systems and intelligence networks are considered among the most advanced in the region. These systems monitor missile activity, drone movements, and other potential threats long before they reach populated areas. Because of this, Israel remains one of the most important strategic partners for the United States in the Middle East. Iran has also developed significant military capabilities over time. Iranian defense programs include missile technology, drone systems, and regional alliances that strengthen its strategic position. Iranian leaders often emphasize that their country is prepared to defend itself against any form of external aggression. In situations like this, information can sometimes become confusing, especially in the early stages of rising tension. Reports about military incidents, damaged equipment, or intercepted drones sometimes appear on social media before they are confirmed by official sources. Because of this, analysts always recommend waiting for verified information before drawing final conclusions. Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear. The situation in the Middle East remains extremely sensitive, and the world is watching every development carefully. Governments, intelligence agencies, and military analysts are studying each signal, each speech, and each strategic movement. For ordinary people around the world, the biggest concern is stability. Major conflicts can affect energy prices, international trade, economic growth, and global security. This is why many world leaders continue to emphasize diplomacy, communication, and responsible decision-making. As events continue to unfold, the coming weeks could be very important for the future of international security. The decisions made by global leaders will determine whether tensions calm down through diplomacy or move closer to confrontation. And while political debates continue and military strategies evolve, the world is still asking one major question. Will diplomacy succeed in preventing another major conflict in the Middle East, or are we witnessing the early stages of a much larger geopolitical crisis? For now, the answer remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The story unfolding between the United States, Iran, and Israel is not just a regional issue. It is a global story that could shape international politics and global security for many years to come.